Okay, what's up? Welcome to the BS Show. And today we're going to be interviewing someone very special. Actually, someone very special to me, one of my best friends. Part two, because I interviewed the first one the other week. And I'm going to introduce this person. Of course, I guess all of you know who this is. But I'm going to whatever. I'm introducing him. Here we go. Introduce yourself.
Hi, Greg. Greg Lowe on Facebook.
Okay. Okay, we're going to start this interview off by adjust this camera, right? Should I get both of us in here? Okay, so we'll start this interview off. I'm going to ask a few questions, some deep questions. I know all you want to know about this young man right here. Okay. I'm going to start off by asking him, what is your first time when you met me? What is your... Everyone has like a different picture in their mind, or a different story. What is your first time meeting me? What comes to your mind if you can remember? Because you know you got a bad memory.
Well, I mean, I think the first time I met you, I think you were like a different person than you are now. I feel like the first time I met you, you were definitely a little timid, and like maybe a little insecure. And I think you definitely like grown more into yourself and more into your personality. So I would say you were different. You're a different person than you were when I first met you. But yeah.
Okay, that's good. First time I met you, definitely more quieter, reserved. Didn't wear skinny jeans, so that's a plus. If you didn't wear skinny jeans,
I don't even think skinny jeans were popular when we first met you.
yeah, I wasn't even wearing them either. Yeah, that's one thing I could say. I heard this minute like he said he would never wear skinny jeans, never.
And then once you start working
at
at
Levi's,
and you start seeing the different fits, you get into them. But I mean, even the jeans I have on right now aren't skinny. I mean, I have like my 2 or 3 pairs, but I try to keep it. I try to keep variations.
Let me go to the second question. Okay, this is a good one. How do you feel about people saying that you have pimp like or whole like prerogatives or tendencies? Let's get into them. I'll let you get the cameras out to yourself.
I mean, I think it's very interesting. Like I feel like it's just really interesting. Matter of fact, I think the most appropriate response to this is something that I just saw on the T-shirt the other day, and it's amazing how like so many people know so much about me without actually knowing me. And I think that's true. Like people tell me that I have whole tendencies or pimp tendencies. I'm not really affected by it. Because I don't feel that way about myself. Like it's just amazing how people will take they will take something like well, my friend was trying to get at him and he didn't pay them no mind as being a hoe, or like well what, he was talking to this person and talking to this person, when in all actuality I wasn't talking to anyone. Someone may have been sending me a messaging me on Facebook that I was replying to it while someone else was messaging me on Facebook. That doesn't mean we ever got to end or we ever got to a certain point. So, I mean, people like had their perspectives on certain situations, and I mean, they don't know enough about those situations in order to pass any judgment, because anytime I hear it, no one can ever really substantiate it. But I mean, it's interesting. But
That's true. Okay.
people talk. What can you say?
That's true. Does it take a toll on you? Do you take it offensive, or do you just laugh at it?
Nah, I mean for the most part.
Okay, but
Yeah.
like, just okay. This is I'm getting deep because I know you. This is like I've known people, like I've been here for a while, and I've been through relationships that your past relationships, and a lot of the cases I see that I could bring it back. Okay, since we all there, is the most extravagant, or I could say the most thing that's memorable in my mind is this boat party we went to. When I tell you people, yeah, these people. When I tell you, it was so many. It was like bad girls from season 1, 2, and 3 came together, and you were just the main person they didn't like, and they just one person was upset or thought you were kicking it to him, another person thought you was kicking to him, and it was like 3 different people that was there, and it was crazy. I have never seen anything like that. Like, how do you explain that? Like, how do all these people get one matches? They're thinking that they're the one, or they're the one you're talking to, and obviously there's just, I guess, a piece in the chess game that you're playing, or let's say like that. That's what it kind of looked like. It looked like a chess game.
Okay. I think first and foremost, I've learned a lot from that incident. Like I learned that you have to really like viscerate relationships and ties like before you begin something new. Um, I remember that night particularly because I knew everyone and like of those people that I knew, it was coincidental because I had like been like talking to these people. Mind you, out of all of the people that were there that like that contributed to this incident, like I never actually fully like engaged in like an intercourse with like any of them. Like it was all just like, okay, well, you know what,
But,
we were talking, blah 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 blah.
but we thought like, I feel like if like I'm sorry, I can say now, intercourse does not mean a lot because I've been in a situation where I have had intercourse with people and it's people per person, whatever, and you don't have to let because you get intercourse doesn't mean that brings on feeling. I feel like when you get a deep emotional connection with somebody else on a different level besides sexual contact,
Yeah.
it hurts more because you actually feeling something. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
Well, I agree, but I feel like especially for this case, for the people that were involved, it's interesting how people can like say that they had such deep feelings and such deep connections, but simultaneously while you're talking to me, you're talking to like three other people. I mean, if I know that you're talking to me, but at the same time you're talking to like one, two, three other people, I'm not gonna have any sort of like genuine like feelings or investment in the situation. Like you may be cool, but like I'm not gonna
Put your
take
heart out.
you. Yeah, I'm not gonna put my all in it or take you like 100% seriously. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I know what the game is, and at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be a pawn or a figure in nobody's game. I mean,
Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay, this is a good question. What is your take on love?
um, hmm. I think I think love exists. I would probably say I've been in love. I would say that I've been in love like 100%. I will confirm it twice. Um, I think it's something that's definitely interesting and like it's one of those things. It's an ongoing process. Like I'm still learning a lot about it. Like as I grow older, and as I like go into my dealings with people, I think it's definitely not anything that can be taken lightly. Definitely not anything that can be taken for granted. And I feel like a lot of times this is overused.
Who
You
you
know,
tell?
like I feel like a lot of people are so quick to say, are so quick to just change their status from single to in relationship.
Relationship.
Like on Wednesday, by Friday they're in love, and then by Monday they're moving on. I feel like when you're really in love with someone,
I
it's not that easy
think
to
is
move
that to move
on.
on that, and I feel like I love to say some of my names right now. I don't care. It's somebody on Facebook who does it all the time.
Yeah, and it's
What's his
annoying.
name? I can't think of his name. It starts with a
Who?
D. Devontae. He's always doing that.
Oh,
I hate
I
that.
mean, I don't even know. I don't know him
I don't know if you see the
personally.
video, you cool, but you just always doing that.
I don't even know
I
him
find it
personally.
immature.
But I mean, yeah, I just feel like it's overused, and I feel like when people overuse it so much, like it just like defeats the value of it. It just takes away from it. Like there's actually I feel like there's joy in going out and like doing what you want to do with different people, but then there's also a new joy in like actually taking the time to get to know someone, actually developing feelings as opposed to rushing feelings into people. And, once
Exactly.
you develop feelings with for someone, and like once you actually start getting intimate and like start to see a different side of them, and like start to see a feeling other than like lust and other than infatuation, like you
Exactly.
can really experience love, and that's something that can't be taken lightly and can't be taken for granted.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.